Alright, here we are. It's March 11th, 2011, my first ever brew day. Trying to Red Hook ESP Clume. We're into the boil, so only about 8 minutes in, so I've done a lot already. Sterilizing. I got my sterilizing bucket over here. Cleaned everything first, then sterilized. Here you got the my fermenter. It's a 6.5 gallon carboy. So after the boil's done and we cool it down, we'll move it into the fermenter. But still got another 50 minutes or so before that. Let's go over here to the table. Got this wallpaper tray here. Got that from Lowe's. Read this on the forum. It's a good little tool. Fill this up with sanitizer. You can put the longer things in, like your siphon and your hydrometer. I also got like my airlock and carboy bunghole in there. So anyway, you're soaking in that for now. Made my spray bottle of Star San. Here's the wort chiller I made. Not too pretty, but I think it'll get the job done. I've cleaned and sanitized it, even though you probably don't need to, since I'm going to add it to the boil with about 20 minutes left. What else we got? Here's my yeast packet, just swelling. Which is good. It's in a plastic bag because when I slapped it, I kind of I think it started leaking a little bit. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem, but whatever, we'll find out. This over here is the brew hauler. I'm going to need that once we'll move everything into the carboy in order to lift it up, because it's going to be heavy and it's glass and I don't want to drop it and I don't want it to break. And that's just a carboy cleaning brush which I used to clean it. Like I said, over here is my boil. It's been going for about 10 minutes. So what I did first was steep these grains at about 155 degrees for 30 minutes. Then I turned off the burner and steeped an extra 10 minutes. In the meantime, I had this pot of water on the stove. I boiled it up, then turned it off, and I put the liquid malt extract can into it just to loosen up the malt extract, because it's syrupy and it'll stick to the sides. And this is my dry malt extract. So anyway, after I finished with the grains, steeping the grains, took them out, added only 1/4 or 1 pound of the liquid malt extract and 1/3 or another 1 pound of the dry malt extract. Just read on Palmer and other homebrew forums that you should probably add the rest later. 15 minutes left. This is due to caramelization flavor, and if you're making a lighter beer, this will make your beer a little lighter. You add too much malt, it'll make it darker, and it's not what we want, and we don't want the caramel flavor. So we'll add the rest of that with 15 minutes left in the boil. Alright, and once I dissolved all the malt into the brew pot, I turned the burner back on and got it up to a boil. Saw the first boil bubble around 195 degrees. So I added my 2 ounces of hops. Which hops did I use? Use Tettnang, pellet hops. I have another ounce over here. It will be added later. Hops smell amazing, by the way. So anyway, let's check out our boil. Now I shouldn't be leaving this alone, but I have a huge pot, so I don't think there's going to be any boil over. So yeah, we're boiling good. I'm going to put this down. Give it a quick stir. Alright, looks like everything's going okay. Now I only boiled about 2 gallons of water. Tried boiling 5 gallons last night. It just took a long time, so this is my first beer. So we'll just try it out with the, I guess it's partial boil or whatever. So anyway, put the lid back on. Alright, now I'm just gonna sanitize my carboy again. Just want to make sure it's all clean. I guess I'll wait for this gets down to 20 minutes. I'm going to add the wort chiller. And then I'm going to start at 15 minutes. There's a lot of stuff I have to do. I have to add the rest of the malt extract, both the dry and the liquid. And I have the Willamette hops, or Willamette, I don't know. So I'm going to add an ounce of those. Also have Irish moss, which is right here. I'll add that at 15 minutes. So it's a lot of additions at 15 minutes here. And what else? Then I wait till 5 minutes and I add the last Tetnang hops. After that, put the wort chiller to use, turn on my faucet. Hopefully in about 10 to 15 minutes it'll cool down to under 80 degrees, and I'll be able to be ready at least to put it into the fermenter. Then I got to oxygen or aerate it, so I had to shake it up a bunch, maybe roll it around on the ground. Haven't really quite figured out what my technique will be yet. So anyway, that's it for now. And oh yeah, almost forgot the most important part. Gotta have a beer. So started out with a Southern Tier Harvest Ale. Now I'm trying this new one I got in the box from Peter. It's a Woodstock Inn Loon Golden Ale. Pretty tasty. Late, you know, it is only 12 o'clock, so I don't want to get wasted. Alright, we'll see you later.